I want to start this video by giving a huge shout out to gaming journalists in the West, because if it wasn't for you trying to inject your ideology in the articles you write, I would not have content to make for my YouTube channel. Speaking of which, I would like to thank you, my dear viewer, for clicking on this video, and if you like what you see, if you know what I mean, feel free to click on this beautiful like button and even consider subscribing. With that, let's jump in the video.
Here I come.
I'm here to make inflammatory statements on the internet, and then turn my notifications off.
Kotaku is at it again, boys, with their amazing banger article. I really wonder sometimes, how do these authors, like these journalists, how do they operate on a daily basis? They see something on the screen and go, oh my god, this is so upsetting. I need a moment to breathe. I need to tweet about it. I need to write an article about it to show my displeasure. I mean, seriously, dude, I find loads of things wrong on the net, but you know what? I got so much going on in my life that I know how to distract myself from things that upset me. But for these gaming journals, dude, they see something, they see anything they don't agree with in the gaming sphere, and boom, scathing article. I've been putting off loads of topics to make videos on, but this one really brought me out of my hiatus. Overwatch 2 continues franchise tradition of putting characters in cop skins. Can't speak now. In cop skins. The new Constable Tracer skin brings the Overwatch police cosmetic count to 3. Now, if you have a normal functioning brain like myself, you would ask yourself the question, how many skins are in Overwatch 2? Well, a quick Google search will show you that there are more than 700 skins available to purchase or unlock in Overwatch 2. So when you think about it, there are 3 cop skins in a collection of 700 skins. That's less than 0.5% of the total amount of skins to unlock. I also want to point out over here that we have not even gone in the article yet. We are at the heading and subheading right now, and I've already proven just how pointless this article is. And honestly speaking, I don't have the energy to go through the entire dumpster fire. I will just cover the juicy bits. If you want to read the full thing, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. Overwatch 2 may be a sequel, but it seems that it loves cop skins just as much as the original game. Once again, there are loads of skins to unlock in Overwatch 1, so I don't see how 2 police officer skins can upset the player community. Or maybe it can, I don't know. Overwatch always pandered to a specific side of the political aisle, so I guess 2 cop skins did rub the community the wrong way. I mean, Blizzard did get rid of that pose for Tracer because one person, yes, just one person complained about it online. Hold up, let me get my British accent out. My lord, I regret to inform you that a few polygons formed together in the shape of a woman's behind has led to Blizzard cancelling the emote because of the outrage caused by just one person, which is a shame because Tracer's butt in that emote looked bussin'. I mean, how else will I get my loins and pleasure myself to this imaginary female? But wait, what is that? Is that R34? Oh wow, I guess I would have to fap to this highly detailed Oh, hey, I'm from England, okay, I can talk like that. A brand new bundle recently dropped in the in-game shop called Constable Tracer, which puts Tracer in a goofy British cop outfit, complete with absurd hat and twirly mustache. The $10 bundle, wait, $10? $10 freaking dollars? Blizzard's lost their damn collective minds if they think people will be forking out $10 for just cosmetics. Oh, who am I kidding? People will actually fork out money for, like this. The $10 bundle also includes a police badge weapon charm, should have included a handcuff, and a spray that shows Constable Tracer emerging from a police box. Yes, you heard that correct. You have to pay for that bundle. So in other words, if you don't want your Tracer to run around in a police outfit, don't buy the damn bundle. It really is that simple. You don't like it, don't buy it. Also, if you're offended by a Tracer running around eliminating players while dressed as a police officer, shouldn't you also be offended, if a player eliminates that said Tracer? I mean, it goes both ways, right? But I'm having a feeling that this never occurred to the author of this article. Constable Tracer marks the third time Blizzard has released a police-related skin for Overwatch players, for Overwatch characters. Once again, less than 0.5%. An Officer Diva skin was introduced in 2017, which put the 17-year-old in a more casual cop uniform and turned her mech into a walking cop car complete with sirens, which I remember unlocking. I used to play Overwatch a lot back in the old days, when it first came out. So yeah, I think I do recall unlocking it. While it's certainly tone deaf, it pales in comparison to what they came up with next. Oh, hold up. How is it tone deaf? It is a cartoony online shooter that doesn't take the lore into account and does not justify why Soldier 76 and Reaper are fighting side by side, or why Tracer and Widowmaker are in the same team, especially after the incident at King's Row. So I'm struggling to understand why is it tone deaf when the game is not taking itself seriously. In 2019, as part of its annual Overwatch anniversary event, Blizzard introduced the Riot Police Brigitte skin. Yes, in May of 2019, while America was reckoning with clear and consistent proof that police brutality overwhelmingly affects communities of color, and witnessing how protests against the brutality were often met with increasingly militarized police forces, Blizzard thought it was a good idea to give a character with a shield a Riot Police skin. Listen lady, I'm a person of color myself, and as a POC who has spent time in the hood, I can tell you, we can do with some police officers with riot shields.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Oh my goodness. Also, May of 2019, the hell happened in May of 2019? I know the George Floyd riots took place in 2020, but for the life of me, I can't seem to find anything related to America in 2019, in May of 2019. So I don't know what the hell is this author's on about, Next time try leaving some links in the article so people like me who are not American, who's not an American could actually, follow the story a little bit. Kotaku reached out to Blizzard for a comment regarding the ideology behind this latest cop skin. This is why we can't have nice things. Just let this soak in, okay? This author and her publication reached out to Blizzard for a character skin which is optional to buy, not to mention is expensive to buy, because she felt that skin was offensive in a cartoony squad-based shooter by tying it to real-life events that she did not even bother to link in her article. Oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for the person in the PR department who have to put up with this kind of shit. I know if I was in that person's place, I would have been like, I can't believe I have to put up with this trash outlet asking me stupid questions. I don't get paid enough for this. I'm telling you, I'm on my last nerve with this stupid outlet that masquerades itself as a gaming site when it is filled with activists who won't be able to cut it in a real journalistic environment because they're all talentless hacks.
Daddy, chill.
The in-game cop skin feels like Blizzard is saying the quiet part very loud. Once again, less than 0.5%. I think Blizzard is very quiet about this part. Overwatch characters are essentially cops who were forced to become vigilantes after their organization is disbanded following investigations into some of their ethically questionable and legally shaky tactics. Once again, that is not down to Overwatch itself, just down to some bad apples that ended up shaking hands with the bad guys in the lore. I forgot the name of the organization. I think they're called not Blackwatch. Was it Blackwatch? No, Blackwatch was the one that did the undercover ops. I forgot the name of the organization who plays the bad guys in the lore. Anyways, also, was it not Reyes, aka Reaper, that went rogue because he didn't see eye to eye with Jack Morrison, aka Soldier 76, because Jack was by the books guy? Point is, there are bad apples in every organization and department. Just like, in real life, there are bad police officers and there are good police officers. That does not mean that you would disband the entire police department just because of a few bad actors. Once again, as a person of color, I've had many random stop and searches. And you know what? That didn't bother me for a bit. Why not? Because I've got nothing to hide. But on the real though, I've had run-ins with good police officers and some bad ones too, and I would never let the bad ones ruin the image of the good ones who went out of their way to help me. I just feel the bad apple should be thrown out. That's it, dude. It really is that simple. In the game's lore, that organization was created to combat what's known as the Omnic Crisis, which is when the robots running robot facilities went rogue and started producing evil Omnics that went on eliminating sprees. So the author understands that Omnics went on an eliminating spree, and if you have played the Uprising event, you will know that Overwatch put a stop to that Omnic Crisis. Tracer's first mission saw her dispatched to quell an Omnic uprising led by Null Sector, an Omnic revolutionary group often referred to as that word in King's Row, London. The uprising broke out after Omnics were denied basic human rights and forced to live in squalor underneath the ritzy city. Overwatch was banned from intervening in the uprising, but did anyway. Interestingly enough, the Tracer cop skin comes not long before Overwatch 2 adds its newest character, Ramatra, to the game, who is the leader of that very same that word organization Tracer was sent to stop. I wonder how he feel about seeing Tracer in a cop skin. Probably the same way Widowmaker feels when she's fighting side by side with Tracer. Absolutely nothing. You know why? 'Cause they are not real! If you're a new Overwatch 2 player, or even an original Overwatch player who skipped the player versus environment events and the opening cinematic, you probably don't know that many in-game characters were once members of a global police force with virtually unfettered reign. You can tell that this person who wrote the article, she's a bundle of joy to talk to in real life, She's this calm, collective person that is not fazed by anything in reality, Anything that's happening around her doesn't faze her. She is calm, like a Shaolin monk. Nothing fazes her. You can just tell. You can tell that she has a clear grasp on reality and knows how to separate fiction from non-fiction.
Timothy, Charles, come quick, look! This wench is exhibiting fatherless behavior.
That's why this Tracer skin is so incredibly frustrating. Blizzard could choose to keep the cop bit quiet, but seems determined to shout it from rooftops of King's Row. The place where the cops were sent violent... What? The place where the cops were sent to violently quell an uprising. You just mentioned in your article that the Null Sector were on an elimination spree. And he even called them that word, that word yourself. And you think the cops were sent to, violently quell the uprising is an issue. Dude, I cannot make this up. Oh my goodness. Oh, this dumb... Oh, dude, I can't. I just can't. You know what? Honestly, I gotta say, it must be really sad to live the lives of these journals. You know, I can't do this anymore, Chief. I'm out. What really is sad that there are people in the game development sphere who will go out of their way to please people like the author of this article. And you know what? There's no pleasing these people. Because like we have seen in this article, the truth will stand in front of them. They will stare the truth in its eyes, but they will not acknowledge it because it does not align with their personal or political beliefs. And with that, I'm out, dude. Rate, comment, subscribe, you know the spiel. Peace out, angels, and stay awesome.